We just talked to the youth league, right? About the uni squad.
Right. They're squadding up the uni division.
The uni division, which we did not agree to. And what's her name's like, yeah, I thought that, yeah, you're a fucking dork, Yuna. I knew you wouldn't be cool like that.
It's like they named a whole like faculty building at the college after Yuna without her even donating any money.
Yeah, it's the Yuna building because Braska donated it.
Some nepo.
Or it's like, do you guys remember in Doug, there was BB Bluff?
Yeah,
who was the daughter of the... Yeah, like, I guess that whole fucking society is just based off of, like, nepotism or whatever, because I guess her dad was the mayor, right?
Was she the like, sporty girl?
No. She was the rich girl.
I'll be honest. I've seen Doug, but I remember nothing.
I know in the Disney series, the school was in the shape of her head.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, the fucking entire school was just in the shape of her head, like taking nepotism to a new level. Like, god damn.
Oh, that is who I was thinking of.
I don't know why I was getting at that, but
what kind of building would you like to be shaped as your head? It's like Dr. Evil's lair.
I would like mine to be in the shape of a pentagon, and hopefully no planes would ever crash into it.
Yeah, the very geometric interpretation of Carl's head.
I would have done a hexagon. It would have been fine. It's the strongest shape.
Tactical hexagon.
All right. Guess what?
What?
This is the Every FNFF podcast.
Fuck yes.
With a heavy heart, I must agree.
Brings me no joy to report that this is, in fact, a podcast.
Mm-hmm. And of this podcast, I am but one host, Curtis.
I am the other host, Carl.
And I am the pain host, Alex.
Does that leave me and Carl to fight over who's Yuna and Riku?
I guess so.
Yeah, whatever you want, Curtis.
Yeah, I'm passive.
I don't think we really fight. I don't think it's possible for us to ever fight.
Yeah. We
were all good friends, and we were all very, I feel, gentle.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Just like, whatever Curtis wants, that's fine with me.
Makes you feel good.
Does that work for you guys? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the only fight you'll get
you guys
from
need
us
to
is
take
I'm
3
like,
months off the
"Don't make me
podcast
choose."
unannounced? That's fine. Yeah, sure.
It's a very unit mindset you have.
Yes, that's what I was aiming for. Fuck you, Curtis. I'm Yuna.
The pushover.
Who would be the most likely of our 3 gals to be drinking a high alcohol by volume pink lemonade that is branded by Avril Lavigne in the year 2024?
Now, see, that's a trick question because the answer is Buddy. You know he would be.
Yeah, that's true. Buddy would be, well, yeah, he would be doing a little boozing and cruising, which I don't know much of in the world of
Spira. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it might be frowned upon, but I mean, so is just the existence of the Al Bed. So who's to say? Anyway, that's what I'm drinking tonight. So shout out to Avril Lavigne. I'm a fan of your work, both musically and with beverages. I think it's Avril Lavigne. I'm just trying to double check.
Bring back arm warmers and come on the podcast. Yeah. So we did a little adventuring around Spira.
We caught a chocobo for Callie.
Yes, not for ourselves. Could you imagine if we had to catch a chocobo for ourselves?
Yeah, we had to do that 3 more times. But I have a correction. I guess a semi-correction. It's more of a confirmation. I sent a video to the chat. But yes, in fact, if you do not have Clasco on your ship, he does not show up in the cutscene to like hold off the chocobo eater.
Oh, did you actually post the scene?
Yeah, I actually found it today. I had to make sure. Like, did I just like zone out when he showed up?
Did I just make that up? Perhaps you dreamed it.
I'll watch that right now. Because I was curious. I kept being like, how do they get down there?
In the ultimatum, I saw that you...
Oh, yeah, I found it was a kind of an end condition where, like, checkpoint 1, do you catch the, like, chocobo? Because I think you can get this, like, cutscene to save Callie whether or not you actually end up catching a chocobo. It's just like, oh, you failed and you go back. And like, oh, shit, Callie's in trouble. And then there's, like, factor 2, is Clasco on the ship? Does he show up to, like, rescue and hold off the chocobo eater? And 3, do you get there in time? And those can factor in whether at the end to invite on your ship if you have Callie in a chocobo, or Callie and Clasco, or Callie
and a chocobo.
or Callie, Clasco, and a chocobo. So
I wonder, does it just lock you out of the stuff with Clasco in the Calmlands, and if you don't rescue him or whatever, or he's not a part of it? I wonder.
I'm curious if you forget to bring him back on the ship from Mihen High Road, if you'll just forget about him again. Like, oh shit, he forgot to.
He's just like wandering around Spira trying to find himself. Does not have any guidance.
We have like the Home Alone scene where we're like on the Celsius. We're like, I feel like I forgot something. Clasco! Clasco's at home, like pretending to shave or whatever.
Home got blown up, so there's not really much to do there.
Yeah.
Home Alone would go a lot different if Kevin McAllister was there when...
If Kevin McAllister was a Chocobo Knight, a former Crusader / Chocobo Knight.
I'm just saying if the house he was in got blown up by Sid because he was just hanging out there.
It's kind of surprising that the Wet Bandits didn't blow up the house, honestly. Those guys are real fucked up when you go back and watch those movies. At one point, Joe Pesci says that he's going to bite off Kevin McAllister's fingers.
Well, he didn't, though, right?
He was going to, and then he gets fucking got by the Shovel Man.
The Shovel Man.
The gentle Shovel Man. Shovel Grandpa.
The kind, scary neighbor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Critical support to scary Shovel Man.
Yeah. That is the stance of the pod. We give our critical support to scary Shovel Grandpa from Home Alone.
Did you see that clip, Curtis?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. So you can confirm that, like, Clasco technically does not help at all.
Yeah, I was confused because I was like, in the scene that we saw, there's this whole, like, the whole reason that we have 2 minutes is because Clasco is holding the Chocobo Eater off. And so I was, like, so confused that, like, what do you mean he doesn't show up? What reason is there to be a timer? Like, how does the Chocobo Eater not just eat her immediately? He's right there.
Because it's not the Callie Eater, it's the Chocobo Eater, you see.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, like the timer is either Clasco is holding him off, or the timer is the Chocobo Eater's climbing up the cliff face. And like that's either way, it's still like only 2 minutes.
So Clasco accomplishes nothing by being there.
I mean, it's pretty meta. I feel like that's just Clasco, like that is his character to a T. He just doesn't do anything ever.
He's a real tuxedo masking it.
Yeah.
The important thing is he thinks he's doing it so he can die happy knowing that he put himself out there, and, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, that's right. He's got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
We did a little junket for Shalinda. Now it's time to do some show promotion, right?
Yeah.
I did not go back and listen to the episode that we did to confirm if we knew about Callie from the last time we played Final Fantasy X, but we got more important things to do. We gotta help our friend. We gotta help our friend's band get some bodies. I think is what the promoters would say. Need some butts and seats.
This is very relatable, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're all in bands. We all had to sell tickets.
That was always my least favorite. Anytime they were
Never
like,
again.
you can play this cool venue, but you have to sell tickets. I was like, nope, not taking it. Fuck you.
No,
you can also
you.
just watch Bochi the Rock if you want to kind of get the vibe.
True. Yeah. Fuck
It just
yeah.
captures that energy.
Good anime.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, I got 5 tickets to sell. I got my 2 parents, I got my sister. Can my dog come? Is that allowed?
I still have some tickets from a show I played at the Stone Pony many years ago. That was like my quarter of it for the band to try and sell. And I didn't sell all of them, but I was like, well, I really want to play this show. So that was like the only time I was comfortable with it, because we were technically opening for Coheed and Cambria. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those.
So Tobli is opening for Coheed.
Yeah, exactly. And Glassjaw, which is pretty cool.
So when we get to the Moonflow,
Speaking of, actually, like I remember when we were doing the timer thing in the last mission, I noticed that there was a Hypello talking to a Machina, And if you talk to him while the timer's looking, he's like, nobody wants to buy tickets.
You're like, what is this fucking guy talking about? Tickets to what?
Like the poor Machina is like, I can't. Like, he's trying to sell to the Machina.
Does not compute. Yeah, that Machina was programmed to hate music, so it's an uphill battle for that Hypello. But yeah, we get the mission when we select Moonflow. Tobli's show is coming up pretty soon. Let's sell some bargain tickets and make this one a success.
Yeah. And when we get to the Moonflow and talk to Tobli, it's not a big deal. I do it all the time. But in a video game, if I talk to a character and they start a sentence with a conjunction, I'm going to kill them. Because you start talking to Tobli and he's like in the middle of a conversation with no one, and then you.
He's having an anxiety, like, just ramble, and we just happen to have been sucked into the end of it, I guess.
Yeah, indeed.
I was very confused about that because I also was like, did I accidentally come here earlier, by accident, and trigger a cutscene that I don't remember? And now Tobli is just talking and I missed the first part of it and I won't have notes on it. And then I was like, no, I think this was an intentional thing, but...
He's kind of like talking to himself. He says, but the tickets aren't selling. We'll end up with an empty house. That's like a full house, but none of the people. Which is a good line.
Then he asks us to help sell tickets. He says
he has not moved since we helped him last time.
No,
also.
yeah, he's done nothing to further this show.
He's done nothing, and he's all out of ideas.
Well, actually, I saw him at Kilika. No, he didn't. Nice. Well, maybe I did. Yes. Yeah, so if in one play, I guess I had. It's possible that he moved from Kilika back to the Moonflow.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for the Tobli
listen,
slander.
we're not that diligent on staying on top of what Tobli is up to at all minutes of this playthrough, so we apologize for that. But
FF2 is a little more like...
The player should always be asking, where's Tobli?
Yeah, FF10-2 is a little more like thick with very small like contrivances and like things happening at all times. You know?
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of different permutations that can happen in Final Fantasy X too, and usually I would want to kind of see all of the different ones. Like I feel like in Final Fantasy VIII I might want to do that, but for this game I'm like
8 has a lot of that stuff too, but like I feel like it adds something.
Yeah, I do like that in this. After every area you visit, you can then talk to Riku and Pain, and they give you a fun little dialogue.
I started doing that because I felt bad that I wasn't doing it for the rest of the episodes or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing it from now on.
What do you say? Will you help me sell tickets, that is? I'll cut the base price in half. Just sell for big profits.
Just sell for big profits. That's business, baby.
That's business, baby.
Which only happens if we did the Tobli shit in Chapter 1, because if you don't, he just makes you sell them at their actual price.
Oh,
which
really?
is 1,000 gil, so you can make less big profit.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's one of those things
more
where
small profits.
Yeah. So I think it literally just cuts into your profits. I think the game is the exact same, but in this, as we'll find, you can make a decent amount of gil here.
Yeah, to pay off Owaka's debt.
Exactly. I was like, nice. This is like 12,000 gil that will go directly into Owaka's pockets now, because I have nothing better to do after saving the world than fucking fixing everyone's like minor like grievances that they have in the world.
But after we accept the mission, a prompt comes up that says YRP, the Scalpers 3. Talk to people along the south and north banks of the Moonflow with Y. Well, Y or Square whatever the
button.
leftmost button is. And sell as many tickets as possible. The base price is 500 gil, but if you can sell the tickets off at a higher price, the profits are yours. And then we get to walk around and talk to all the characters on the banks of the Moonflow and try to like estimate what their price that they would be willing to pay is from their dialogue, I guess.
Yeah, given their enthusiasm, yeah.
We're trying to suss out their vibe.
Yeah. Which like...
Or you can rip off poor children and all their allowance.
Yeah, children are like, oh my god, tickets, I'll pay anything. And you're like, oh, that's 2,000 gil, baby.
You're like, you're really fucking bad at haggling, buddy. That'll be 2,000 gil. Yeah, I can give it to you for 500, but fuck you.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I felt pretty bad about that. There's like a woman there standing with her kid, and this is when I like learned how the lose condition happens, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm looking at a guide. I don't care. If you go overestimate for them, you're like, that'll be 1,500. they would be like, oh, sorry, no, I can't do that. And then you just don't get to sell one. You just miss out on the profits there. Because you, at the top of the screen, it'll say pitched 0 of 10, sold, and profit. So you can maximize your profit with true business synergy. But this mini game feels a little gross because you literally just go up to kids who are like, I've been saving up my allowance for something big. I can't wait for this concert. And you're like, 2,000 gil, please.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
And like the base price is in fact 500 gil. So it's like, you're like just.
And I think it costs us nothing.
Right.
I didn't see if you like.
Oh yeah, we're on the guest list.
It's like if we go to Tobli and we sell none of the tickets, is he just like, oh well, that'll
the show's
be
ruined.
That'll be 5,000 gil. It's like Alex Trebek when Marge loses at Jeopardy, and he's like, that'll be $46,000 or whatever.
I feel bad for the So like on the screen that Toby's on, we saw to kind of a girl kind of going southwards, I think, first, and she's just like, oh yeah, you got tickets, right? How much? You kind of just get right in the, like, she'll pay as much as 1,500 out of 2,000. But I feel bad for the mom and kid because the mom just buys one ticket.
Yeah, so the kid's not going to go. Like, which I initially I felt bad because I came in too heavy with the haggling, and she was like, no, I can't afford that because I have a fucking child. And I was like, shit, man, I should really like. It feels like the thing that Yuna would do is give it to them like either cheaper or like just make sure that they could go.
Right.
And there's no option for that because then she'll just abandon her kid and go see the show herself. You can't sell it to the kid.
It's a hard world out there in Spira.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone's, can't capitalize off religion anymore as much. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Everyone's got to be hustling some other way.
There's that guy who's like, Tickets, you three are part of that too? Just some guy on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him middle of the road.
Yeah, I think there's nobody who will not pay at least the 500 base price for it. Like everybody will pay at least that much. But yeah, it varies up to $2,000.
On the South Bank, I think everyone will pay 1,000 or more.
Yeah,
there's like an area that it's just pretty much everyone is like doing good. I found a nice guide. I think it might have been IGN. I don't even remember, but it was like the first guide that came up when I looked for it, and it just says like the best ones to do. I think like there's like 14 people that you can sell tickets to, and you can only sell 10 of them, so you're more than likely going to end up with profit. But
oh yeah, I didn't even check to see if there's more people along the way, like towards maybe like Wad Salam.
Yeah, if you go down to like, you got to walk quite a ways, but there's like right up near Guado Salam, there's like a guy there who will spend like 2,000 on it or like 1,500.
So I guess if you wanted the most profits, you could technically and still get 100%. I guess we could. Just
I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you guys remember what your total profit was by the end of it?
Oh gosh, I don't remember the exact profit, but I did the Steam achievements guide. To do it. So I still got like the completion percentage and stuff.
I think you get 2,000 if you do the Steam the guide that we were.
Well, if you do the Steam guide, you get a lot more profit than that because I can see like at 6 tickets sold, I had a profit of $6,000 almost.
Yeah.
Okay, then there might be.
I ended up with
10,
I don't even know if I did the max profit that you can do. I think I fucked up one of them, but I had 12,500 gil profit.
Wow.
Like I just hustled fucking Tobli pretty much.
Yeah, the only guy I could see that was kind of like paying cheap was like that one the guy who's just kind of watching.
He's standing with his arms crossed and he asks, "What's the damage?"
Nice, classic.
Yeah. But when you sell it to him, like when you finally sell it to him, he's like, "Hell yeah, can't wait for this show." And I was like, "You son of a bitch."
I do like the one little kid that you talk to him, and it sounds like the game is queuing you up to be like, you have to go in low because it's a little kid, and he's talked about how he saved up a ton of money, but the idea that you get is like, he's gonna have no money because he's a kid, and I shouldn't charge him. I shouldn't charge him for maximum profit because I'm not. It does say
I have a little pocket money so I can buy a ticket too, and you just charge him $2,000.
And he's like, "See, I told you I could afford this," and he gives it to you. Which also that might just mean that he's like a rich kid. So
it's okay.
It's not as bad to have ripped him off.
That's right.
It's not his money.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so this is going to be important, I think, for a question we might have in a little bit. which is on the north bank. You can see the band that was on our ship has now disembarked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because they're like, oh yeah, we're sick and tired of let me see if I can find
all these
the
Star
screen.
Wars.
Your airship made me a wee bit queasy. Oh, I'm so dizzy. Toby's good high pillow hand went to find another band.
His good high pillow hand, you say?
Yeah. Your flying Machina gave us quite a shake. I fear we can no longer play our song. So, just clarify later, because otherwise I would ask, like, wait, don't we already have a band?
Okay.
They have since retired from being on our airship.
Yeah, they're like, never, Yuna. I can't live the button-down life like you. I want it all, the terrifying lows, the dizzying highs, the creamy middles. Sure, I might offend a few of the blue noses with their cocky stride and musky odors. Oh, I'll never be the darling of the so-called city fathers who cluck their tongues, stroke their beards, and talk about what's to be done with this... Fuck, what's the little mouse that speaks in rhymes?
Oh,
Pukatan?
Pukatak?
Pukara.
Pukatak or something.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
I think that's who we're talking about, right? Or is it a different band?
Yeah.
You're talking about the Tobli guy? The Tobli race?
Oh, yeah. Is the Tobli race a different band of musicians?
No, Tobli is a musician.
Pukatak is the little, like, animal with the two horns.
Yes.
His name is, Pukara.
Oh, Pukara. Okay.
Maybe there's different names because
I guess
we've met a few of them. We've met a few of them around, so the one that was on our ship was named Pukara, apparently.
Okay.
But the one we maybe met in the Moonflow when we were first there was maybe Pukatak.
Well, I think it's the one we're gonna meet, at least, right?
Yeah, we will definitely be meeting them soon. Perhaps.
If it begins with a P, I'm guessing it's the mouse.
Yes.
That's who I was thinking it.
And the Shrek one, I think, is the D name.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you referred to that one as Shrek, because I thought the exact same thing.
It's like, oh yeah, he's a Scottish guy with big green weird horn ears.
And he keeps saying donkey.
I don't know. This came out post Shrek, so there could be some inspiration there.
We are living in a post-Shrek society, for better or for worse.
Remember when Shrek was in Tony Hawk?
Yeah, that fucking rocked. And Darth Maul. They should have put both of those guys in fucking Soul Calibur as well.
True.
That's the Moonflow, baby.
That's the Moonflow. Yeah, we go back to Tobli. And what does he say?
He's thankful about it. We give him the ticket, or we give him we tell him that we sold all the tickets. He's appreciative, and he gives us a oh god, I have it. What is it? What does he give us?
A seething cauldron garment grid, as well as a muscle belt. I think if you sell all of the tickets, that is you get both of them. I don't know which one you would get. Like, maybe he only gives you the muscle belt if you don't sell all the tickets, but you still make a profit or whatever. Who's to say?
Gotcha.
The script I posted for this live journal one actually tells you like what everyone's like minimum maximum
nice
tip over, which is nice.
And the seething cauldron garment grid, the like picture in the back is that of the Calm Lands.
Yeah,
and it's just a general like magic up kind of garment grid.
It seems pretty good, honestly. It's got like a star shape for like the path that you take on it, and each one of the things that you pass through to get to another one will give you plus 15 magic. So you can get like, what is that? Like plus fucking 60 magic, and when you equip it, you just have an automatic plus 10.
Yeah,
so that also, really like that will make a black mage pretty fucking strong.
Nice.
It also gives you the ability to use Magicide, which is a skill that will attack a enemy's MP instead of its HP.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, at this point when I was doing the homework, I did a little bit of level grinding, and just with Yuna as the black mage, and I got the MP absorb ability, which is fucking tight.
I use it so much.
It's so good. Like that saves me the hassle of switching back to a gun mage to use absorb.
You know, I never really used those kind of skills until our FF2 season. And like now that I've done that, I'm just like, MP absorb, where would I be without you?
My level grinding this episode felt extremely Final Fantasy 2 because I was just trying to see like, okay, well, I need to like I want to get to Black Mage level 3, so like it halves the casting time on it, and I need to get like 60 AP on there. How can I get the most out of one battle with it? So it was basically Yuna just using low level spells over and over again, or using MP absorb to just get free fucking AP until they had no more MP to drain, and then just hitting them with like water like 7 times. I was like, sick, I got 20 AP in one battle. Fuck yes.
It's so good.
It rocks. I don't know if that's good game design, but to my brain, I'm like, fuck yes, this rules. I love maximizing like this.
The way I see it, there are so many goddamn dress spheres with so many fucking abilities on them that like the more of those that can just give me skills super fast and let me just mow through them, the better.
It was also nice because with Riku and with Pain, I was just using Sentinel, which means every turn you get 1 AP for using Sentinel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works, yeah.
There's actually unique dialogue depending on how. I guess you can actually complete this mission even if you sell no tickets.
Oh, really? I guess it just doesn't give you some of the rewards.
Yeah, I would imagine
definitely
you
no
won't
profits.
get the garment grid. Definitely no profits.
You might get the garment grid, but no profits, that's for sure.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Well, did you sell? The tickets, I mean.
We goofed it up big time.
We goofed up big time.
That's great.
It's like, no, we'll figure something out on our own, says Tobli.
Well, that's very kind of him.
While we were talking, I did go running around the next area that we're visiting, and there are several Hypello there as well, trying to sell tickets, and like none of them are doing a very good job at it.
Yeah.
So that does not inspire me with a lot of confidence, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 5,000 gil apparently. Okay, so that wasn't bad. If you for some reason skipped the last Moonflow mission, this will also be where you get the Gun Mage dress sphere.
Oh,
okay,
really?
cool.
Okay, cool.
So it's not missable. So if you for some reason aren't doing 100% and like, oh shit, I didn't do the escort mission for that Hypello, shave the Hypello.
Okay.
I wonder if this is like a necessary thing that you have to do to, or is this also optional? Could you just miss both of these?
I guess you probably could. I mean, maybe you just won't get the Gun Mage dress sphere.
I'm trying to think of like a low percent. You know what I mean? Like gun mage seems worth it, but
There is like there are a lot of dress spheres that you can miss, but you do get a lot automatically as well. In general, it is possible you can beat the game without getting any of the secondary dress spheres. It's just not recommended to skip them all, but you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, like we have, I think, one coming up later this episode that is like probably a missable one regarding Glasgow.
Right. I mean, like, because like you have the 3 that you start with, you have to get the Black Mage and White Mage, and like between that, you'll be able to get to the end of the game if that's all
You got
you
the
have.
classics, you got the hits.
You got the hits. Yeah,
Or special kind of remix ones are on the side,
that's right.
like your, Psychic and Festivals. Well, those are all.
Right.
Thank you for the ticket shales.
Thank you, Tobli, you bastard.
Now that we're done with the Moonflow, we can do some extra little like check in, get those partial percentages on our way to the Macalania Woods.
That's
such
right.
as first stop Guado Salam, which I guess we could technically just like if we really want, like just for sightseeing, we could take the shoe puff across the river and go to Guado Salam.
Yeah,
that
you
way.
can. Yeah.
I did that as well during the thing because I think on the North Shore you can get a lot of like profit out of that.
All those North Wharf.
Those Northerners love to spend money on Tobli.
If you do go to the Celsius instead, and you don't take the path up to Guado Salam, you can get like the little, not episode, but the little like mission end dialogue from Riku and Pain.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like Riku's like wondering like, what is this show? Like he's just selling tickets to a show.
What is this quote unquote show?
Yeah, what is this? And then like Pain's all pissed off about being like taken for a volunteer again. It's very cute.
Yeah. What does he think we are? Some kind of volunteer organization? I love
Right,
that
right.
Payne never wants to do the mini quests.
Yo, fucking, I understand. Me
Yeah,
neither.
in real life, I'm usually the same way. I feel like the older I get.
She's all about the golden path.
Yeah. But you were saying Guado Salam.
Let's stop there on our way. So to get like a little extra percent, we could try to go into the Chateau LeBlanc, formerly Seymour's house, I guess.
We should say too that Chateau LeBlanc or Guado Salam is a hot spot right now because obviously like they took our outfit. Or what did they take? They took our
They took our sphere.
Or they took our sphere.
They burgled
Our
us.
priceless sphere.
And we have to go get some Goonette, She-Goon outfits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Whoop,
like
whoop.
the premise of the chapter is to go get like disguises. But you can go up to the chateau and like try to bust in and be like, hey, give us back the sphere you stole. But like there's 2 guards outside. There's 2 goons that are like mall teenagers who just like make fun of us while we're trying to get in.
Yeah, they call us dull wings, which still stings. I'm trying to think of a good dunk, like a good, fire back at the LeBlanc Syndicate.
More like
Yeah, there's too many syllables in it.
It's really hard
very
to do
clunky.
that.
La Stonk.
It's pretty good.
It's not the worst.
I'm trying to like.
we'll brainstorm, we'll workshop it a little, and we'll come up with one eventually, and it'll be a classic situation of being like, fuck. Like in the shower after you got owned by some teenagers at the mall, and you're like, fuck, I should have said this to them. That would have been cool. You're playing out the whole scenario in your head. Fuck.
I'm trying to like work out something with the word like, okay, well, they're syndicate goons. Can I use the word gooning somehow?
Yeah, they are gooning. They are
Gooning for
They are
LeBlanc.
admitting to gooning, which is either extremely fucking funny and lame, or maybe it's really cool and we're just the lame ones.
It's impossible to say.
Time and history will tell on the act of gooning, I'm sure.
Time will judge gooning.
Yeah. When you learn what the true meaning of gooning, you will regret your words and deeds. Hideo Kojima.
Alex, can I go get Kleenex or something?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
We'll just keep workshopping the dunk on the LeBlanc Syndicate. It's interesting, too, because when we go back to these gooners, they have some fitting dialogue where one of them says, "Beat it, will ya?" Oh, wait, Curtis just got back. Let me repeat myself here.
roll
Curtis,
back the tape on that.
We found a really interesting fact about the
gooning?
LeBlanc Syndicate goons.
Oh, okay.
So after they like kick us out and like make fun of us and we try to go back in, they'll have some like dialogue where they basically just tell us to get lost. I missed the screenshot the first time, but the second time one of them says, "No entry for you." And then another one, true to gooning, says, "Beat it, will ya?" I saw you drinking and I was trying to say "beat it" right as you were taking a sip in the hopes that you might spit it out, but no such luck this time.
But yeah, for the 0.2% or whatever we need, we do just approach the goons. And it's like, oh look, it's the Dullwings. You're not getting in here, see? And it's like, but LeBlanc broke into our airship.
I know. She's like, but come on.
Anything goes for the great LeBlanc. And then that's pretty much it. I do like. I'm looking at the script, and I guess I forgot that Tobli Productions is based out of Guadalajara.
Oh yeah, I think there's like the headquarters there.
There's a Hypello who like his agent or like his secretary. I don't know. He's probably the manager, but someone is doing the housekeeping.
There is someone in Guadalajara who says he overheard the goons say they're off to look for a sphere that's buried in the sand. So probably a mission we're gonna have to do later.
Yeah, so when you talk to the various people in Guadalajara, they kind of give you hints about like where various goons have gone, so you can like go steal their outfits and like try to sneak into the chateau.
Oh, there's Hypello says, "Aren't you lusting to the stage spectacular?"
I don't want to hear how Pello say lusting.
Yeah, lusting, gooning. This game's horny enough without the tale of time changing the word goon to mean something dumb.
Funnier. But yeah, let's continue on to the Thunder Plains.
Thunder Plains!
And to do so, we could walk there, of course, but
That's what we're doing.
we could
Walking
also go to the
bad.
airship. We could also go to the airship and talk to Riku, who says the syndicate
good.
the syndicate can hide from Gumshoe Riku.
Ooh.
And I do like that the report. That means like reporter, right, or like an investigator, a gumshoe.
Yeah.
That's
Enemy of Carmen Sandiego.
yeah, of course. But yeah, Payne says asking around Guado Salam is bound to turn up more clues. Not as fun as calling herself a gumshoe. But
Yeah, fair. Well, she's very dour. She's very serious.
it's true. I also did see, I don't think it's worth it, but in one of the shops you can buy a Venom Shock, which is an accessory that will add poison to your attacks and skills, which is pretty sick. And it can also let you cast bio. But it is 15,000 gil.
Oh.
And that is that's cutting into my profits at that point from scamming little kids. So
Yeah.
I don't feel right buying that.
Wait, where can you get it from?
Just one of the shops where
in
like
Guadalajara.
the wedge guy is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I could get it from Owaka, then I would buy one.
Oh yeah, I can check with the Waka if it's fucking 14,998 instead. Be fine.
Really undercutting these folks.
The Walmart of Spira.
Yeah, because I'm gonna waste all that money anyway, buying like fucking potions or whatever from Owaka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy 99 high potions, sell them to the barkeep, and then buy 99 more.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Will he buy them at the same price that you would buy them for?
No,
but that's not a bad idea.
Although I think you can. Like.
It's about as profitable as the you don't know the meaning of scale. Buy one tomato plant it. You get 4 tomato plants out of it. Plant those, you get 16.
Food hacks.
Sell each of those tomatoes for $1. You're a millionaire.
So you kind of can do that, but not really. You need to pay off Owaka's debt, and then he'll sell you things that you can turn around and sell to net a profit.
Poor barkeep.
Yeah. But and like
this is just like a fucking laundering fucking scam now.
Yeah, I mean like if you buy Owaka out after you've paid off his debt, if you then buy him out and turn around and sell it, you can net like 30,000 gil.
Damn, that does not seem worth it.
Yeah. Was that like $300?
Well, how much is he in debt when we start?
Oh, I guess I'm assuming gil is yen.
That's always what I do as well.
Yeah.
Seems about right.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, yen is about 1 cent.
So, like, yeah, selling a kid a $5 ticket for $20 seems a little less fucked up than $500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
So in the Thunder Plains, not much has changed. It's still pretty. For some reason, it just feels so much more boring without the getting electrocuted all the time.
Yeah, there's a new song here too, right?
Yeah, we've. I think we mentioned it. It's like very like cybery, like kind of weird.
I kind of like it.
Ambient.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like the little glissy things. There's some Albed kind of calibrating. They're trying to calibrate some of the towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can offer to help them, which I did not because I am following the 100% guide and I don't want to lock myself out of what I've surely already locked myself out of. So, did anyone do the calibration thing where you hit the buttons in the right order or whatever he says?
Oh, can you do that now? I know you can do that later, but I didn't know you
Yeah,
could do it
I figured
now.
we're gonna do it later, so I didn't want to do it now, and then like. So I just avoided that. I was like, I'm only here for the 2%, the 0.2% or whatever that I have to get. So then I'm out.
Speaking of the 0.2% that you have to get, Sid is here.
Yeah.
And he's pouting. Little sad boy. Little sad man.
He's so good at being sad.
It's a good place to be sad, just standing in the fucking rain.
Yeah.
Being sad. Classic.
Actually, yeah, that kind of sounds nice. I would like to go stand in the Thunder Plains next time I'm sad.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah. A real vibe, actually. You know what? Let Sid do his thing. Gosh. The game's got to be so mean to him.
I'm still getting distracted by those cactuar stones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if I was remembering the right meme, but there's the picture of Vegeta just standing in the rain, being all sad that is circling around. I typed in Vegeta sad in Google to see if that's what I was thinking of, and it came up. But another one is just
Oh, I see
it
it.
says sad Vegeta, and it's just Vegeta drinking bleach from Dragon Ball Super, like the Clorox bleach, like that. Sad Vegeta, bueno no tanto. Meme by Sad Vegeta, gold, white, black, red.
Okay.
All right. Hey, at least it's not AI art, I guess. I am really confused as to what this fucking site that I found is, because I thought it was like a shirt. I think they're just selling art. So they're trying to sell Sad Vegeta album on Imgur for $42.88. I don't know what this is.
That's like
I was gonna say at least it's not AI art, but it looks like it's just stolen art that someone here's.
Oh yeah, the one of Vegeta and Goku kissing is titled "Goku's Anger and His Sadness."
That honestly seems like it might be worth the $42.88. Customer reviews, no stars. Size, one size. Are these shirts? I guess these are shirts.
They could be shirts.
We should probably put this cool Goku design on our shirt store. I think everyone who listens to the podcast would like to wear this. Incredibly comfortable. Okay.
There's
I
one.
at least got confirmation that it is shirts. All of these reviews seem fake because there are no stars and they were all posted literally today.
Well, it's annoying that there is like default in the photo. Like, what does that mean for a shirt size?
Yeah, what size do you wear? Do you need
comfortable.
an extra large or a default?
Do you need a 2A or do you need a 13 and 14A? Large.
I found a combination of two of them right next to each other that is fucking killing me right now. Okay, to describe them. One is just a picture of a Goku or Vegeta? Yeah, Vegeta action figure looking sad, sitting on the end of a table or something. Just a piece of wood.
Oh, it's like the sad Keanu.
Yeah.
But it's Vegeta. I see.
Yeah. And then the next one is the best one. That's sad Vegeta and Bulma, but it's just a picture of Bulma next to a grave.
Next to a grave with Vegeta's armor on the grave. I think she also has a cigarette in her mouth, which is pretty
Did
rad.
she just fuck this grave?
I do like that there are comments on this with no stars. The customer reviews.
They're all the same reviews for every single page.
It's all from literally today. And it says, incredibly comfortable, shipping fast, glad I bought them. Next one says, first of all, I want to say these look exactly as pictured, and I'm so beyond obsessed with them. And then Angelina Marie says,
If you refresh the page, different comments show up.
I am
Really?
obsessed. Just go ahead and order them already.
I do also like that in the URL, you can change the price.
Are you fucking kidding me? Let's try this.
The thing
200.
is, folks, there's not a lot going on in most of these areas today.
Yo, you can change it to $2.
$2. It works. Like, it is add a $2 item to my cart. This is
exactly what Yuna does with the Tobli tickets, dude.
Okay, so you can, in fact, change it to 1 cent. I think it really speaks volumes about Sid standing in the Thunder Plains.
I think it speaks volumes about the pacing of Final Fantasy X too, that we regularly get into this sort of discussion.
This is just one of those games.
Yeah, I'm not saying that negatively either, because I'm enjoying this game quite a bit.
As a matter of fact, I probably should rethink the way that we do how many areas we go to for episodes, because a lot of times I'm like, that's 4 areas we're doing. That's a lot. 2 areas.
Surely that'll take us
half.
4 hours.
Yeah, it's going to take us 4 hours.
It took me an hour to write. I assumed it would take an hour to read.
Yeah. But yeah, we just go to Guado Salam and they're just like, hey, fuck off. We're like, well, that was Guado Salam.
We'll see you next week. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
But yeah, Sid's in the rain. He's still taking the my scam has fallen through.
Yeah.
I need to. Okay, I will let it go after this.
Okay.
I need to draw a picture of sad Riku, sad Sid and Riku, and it's just Sid's grave and Riku smoking a cig, laying at Sid's grave.
I think we need to do that, but for Yuna and Tidus's fucking.
I'll
And
do
she's
it for all
smoking
of
a
them. I'll do it
cigarette.
for all of them. All right, keep an eye out for that. We'll have that available in the merch store.
Yeah. We just have a t-shirt in our own merch store that's dedicated to the shitty fucking t-shirt on this scam website.
We can get real meta with it and put it on a t-shirt. The t-shirt design is a t-shirt design, and then my drawing is on the
Yeah, it's like the Joy Division shirt.
Yeah. Can we still call the t-shirt Sad Vegeta and Bulma?
Yes.
That's just a picture of Yuna.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's scrapped it from DeviantArt or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Easily, yes. This, by the way, this podcast is brought to you by for all of your Vegeta shopping needs. You can use discount code EveryFNFF to get 20% off and free shipping over $20.
Or just change the
Or
URL.
just change the price to your liking.
This is not actual advice. Please do not use it for all of your shopping needs. You will get your information stolen.
Yeah, don't do that.
But Eunice says, Uncle Sid, what are you doing out here? And Sid says, what, you blind? Can't you see I'm trying to sulk?
Can't you see I'm trying to goon?
And Riku's like, fuck this guy. Like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, as soon as Sid,
Fuck
Sid's
this
like,
asshole, dude.
I'm sad, go away. Riku's just like, yo, fuck you.
he's out in the shed doing his shed stuff.
Gooning. It's goon shed.
I wonder what's wrong. It's Xanarkand. He's all bent out of shape because you told him off.
That's mature.
Yuna's like, how dare you take advantage of these people and use that to make profit, to make gil off of this, off of something that's very personal to me. Anyway, I'm going to go scam these kids out of some concert tickets.
I know.
Also, I'd like to promote this company that I'm shilling for.
Yeah, let me just try and get
Argent.
this weird incel married and also promote this company.
Yeah, Uncle Sid, you look so sad. Wouldn't you like to ride on the hover with Open Air Incorporated?
Use discount code OpenAirUna for 20% off your order in the Comlands.
But yeah, what's after this?
I like that Payne's just like done with it. She's like, yeah, that's mature.
Whatever.
Yeah. Riku says on the airship, if Pop wants to sulk, let him sulk. If Pop wants to goon, I say let him goon.
Be
Like
going to
father, like
goons.
daughter, Payne says. It reminds me of my fiance Sarah. You know that like there's that shirt, that comedic shirt that says "Don't bully me, I'll come." She said she wants to get one that says "Don't bully me, I'll goon."
Yeah, well, maybe we can make that.
Yeah, we should honestly. We should just make that and I'll
Don't
just
bully
get it
me,
for
I'll
her.
goon. We have a little picture of the LeBlanc goon.
Yeah, we can
down
have the Blanc Syndicate on it. Yeah.
there. Yeah, it could make that actually like a nice design.
What was that? Rouge the Bat, like pissing with it. What was that? Like
Frying,
pissing with all
what are you doing? Frying
pissing by your lonesome.
Yeah,
How handsome or something like that. But it's just like LeBlanc like gooning by your lonesome.
I feel like LeBlanc and Rouge the Bat would be friends for sure.
It was one. I sent it to your fiance, so I have context right here.
Nice.
This is very
yeah.
much one of these episodes. It's
I
not,
feel like
not,
it's
a
gonna
lot,
be
not a lot of content.
the
in these
rest of
areas,
the
folks.
season is probably going to be like this. I would imagine.
Yeah, next episode, let's do like 8 areas.
Yeah, these areas like are they don't like it's not like it doesn't take a while to do some of them. Like, some of them are relatively quick, but it's a lot of running back and forth to get into battles and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we did this in 10, it was just like, oh, okay, well, we do this area that takes probably about an hour of gameplay, and it also has like 2 hours of like lore to discuss. And dude, this like hustle culture is happening a lot in this episode. We're talking about Sid's hustle, Yuna's hustle, our new shirt hustle. It's contagious. This game is contagious. It's altering my brain and how I think.
This is all about when religion dies, it's all, just everything turns into like the grind set.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta rise and grind.
It's like Yuna's like, I'm done being a priest. I'm gonna go like do some Uber Eats shit.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Maybe play some shows.
Yeah, this game is kind of just about the gig economy, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
Guess so.
Yeah, we're kind of like going through the ringer. Like Yuna's finding out what it's like to be a gig worker.
Yeah.
It's
Rough out there.
Rough out there as a goal wing.
Once you talk to Sid and you're done with that, do go save the game though before you proceed on to like Macalania Woods or anything. Because if you've done everything right up to this point, you should have 34%. So that's kind of like the moment where you can be like, okay, am I on 100% still or not? And at that save.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if you were 0.2% short of it. Like
That
I
would
have
be a
been
shame.
at every fucking location that says you should be at this percent and I am 1% less than it.
Well,
You You can just enter the Thunder Plains again for another 0.2%.
Yeah, I need to use the fucking glitch.
Would you all like to make sure that we stop in the cabin this chapter before we go on the Macalania Woods?
Oh yeah, there is a travel
Absolutely.
agency right here.
Oh, you're right. I actually walked to the travel agency. Believe it or not, this time. So
Nice.
let's stay there at the travel agency. Rin's travel agency, no less.
Yeah, our fucking bar that we always go to now just smells like chocobo shit. So I
It's
think
true.
we gotta find a new place. I think,
That's
or
right.
we need to get used to the way that chocobo shit smells when we're drinking a beer.
I mean, some would say it's not a beer without it.
I think I talked about it on the podcast before about the old dive bar that me and my friends used to go to after high school.
With all the
And
bird shit
for
everywhere.
whatever reason, the Yingling always smelled like cheese. It tasted completely fine. It was. I drank a lot of those Yinglings in my early 20s, but it just always smelled. It was only Yingling.
And what
always
made
smelled
the Yingling taste like cheese? That's another mission for Gumshoe Riku to figure out.
Must be where they're storing it or something.
That's what we were thinking. I don't know.
I have a roommate who he studied quantum physics and occasionally goes to Antarctica.
Yeah, normal.
At the outpost he stays, there actually is because you don't eat ice cream very much when you're in Antarctica, but there is a stash of ice cream from that's been there since the 80s, but it tastes like petrol because of just where it's been stored. It just tastes like gasoline.
Sounds pretty good, honestly. I want to eat the gas ice cream.
Let us have the gasoline ice cream.
There's
Stop
a joke
hiding
in
it
there
from us.
about ice
It's
being.
specifically at the South Pole.
There's a joke in there somewhere about how ice cream, ice is solid water, different elements or not elements or whatever, but a gas is another type of thing. It's like I don't know.
Save the alchemy till after the break.
Yeah, I've lost the thread on this joke, so I'd really like to bail out right now. So.
See you in a bit.
I forget which job it is that Riku has, where she says, "Some can't wait to fry."
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I think that's Black Mage when she's using a fire attack, or maybe Flame Tongue or whatever.
I love that. That's really good.
Some can't wait to fry.
Still, I think my favorite is when you're just attacking as Gun Mage or using a Gun Mage ability, and Riku says,
Eat, not lead.
yeah, one of the ones that I got a lot today. I was using a bunch of water spells with Yuna, and she says, "Get wet," and I was like, "Damn."
The one I heard that I really liked was at the beginning of a fight, if you're white mage with Riku says, "Here comes Dr. Riku," and then Pain goes, "Please stop that."
She does say, "Yeah, Dr. P in the house" sometimes.
Oh, that's it. Dr. P in the house. Yeah, Dr. P in the house.
Yeah.
And then Pain just goes, "Stop that."
Which I like that comes up when they're in the Baba and Jimma booth.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Dr.
Oh,
P.
yeah. I didn't realize that was a reference to the battle dialogue. That's cute.
Or it's just a running gag that they have between themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Continuity.
It's good.
Yeah, I wonder what Riku's respect points are at right now.
Oh God, yeah.
I did. I walked through most of the Thunder Plains, right? And I do feel like the difficulty is keeping pace pretty well. There's the drakes that we could have found the first time through it. The lesser drakes are now joined by
Great Drakes.
bolt drakes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the Bolt Drakes, yeah.
Yeah. So I did get a lot of use of water spells.
Does that mean they're electric?
Yeah, they're electric, and so you use water to do more damage on them.
Yeah, they were in Final Fantasy X. We used to call them on our cell phone.
Yes.
But there's those. I did get a lot of oversouls with different various enemies, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's
some of those
always
can be
a
pretty
little
rough.
dicey.
Oh, I forgot about Oversouls.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't really talked about there's so much just this is just side quest the game, which is great for what it is, but there haven't really been too many battles to really talk about. It's we can be battling
really
a bunch.
hasn't.
I did a lot of level grinding this week of homework, and I had to fight a lot of oversouled enemies and stuff, and I was just doing a lot of interesting things with like trying to maximize the AP, like I was mentioning earlier and stuff. But it's like, yeah, there's not really too much room to like talk about it in the context of the episode, really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's like Oversoul. That's a pretty difficult mechanic, or it can be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until just now because I think I accidentally stumbled on it oversouling a Tom Berry when we were first hanging out on Mushroom Rock Road.
Oh God, that sounds
like, what
horrifying.
the fuck does that mean? I think that was the last time we talked about it.
Yeah, it's been a while. But I mean, that is kind of a thing about this game. I feel like it has like one of the best battle systems, but like battling is very played down in this game.
it's interesting. It's like I'm sure there'll be like some boss fights coming up or something that are going to be like maybe difficult. I don't know. I haven't really felt like any of the fights were really all that difficult, but there's so much like potential. Like imagine Final Fantasy 13 levels of complexity of battles with this system. That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Or even just like Final Fantasy 10 complexity of battles where it like gets really, really deep into it. Like that would rock. I would be down for that.
I love thinking about turn order and stuff. And
yeah, it's really cool. It's
the end of this chapter, I think, has several good fights in a row.
Nice. Hell yeah. I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
And then chapter 5, when we're doing a lot of the like episode wrap-ups, a lot of those episodes end with bosses or series of bosses that are like really good fights that are very challenging. But it does kind of lack, because it doesn't have the structure of a typical Final Fantasy. It doesn't do like those skill and knowledge checks along the way, as a boss should be, right? Like that, like in any video game. I think ideally a boss is supposed to be like a check of your skill up to that point, how well you've mastered the mechanics as you've been playing. And this game doesn't really have a lot of those. So I
feel like that's not the worst thing, especially coming off the heels of 10, where 10 absolutely had that, but not necessarily earned. Like they would just throw a fight at you, like Seymour Flux comes to mind, where it's just like, oh yeah, here's a huge skill and knowledge check. You really need to think about this battle, and if you don't, fuck you, try again. And then trying again means you have to wait 5 minutes to start the battle
that was
again.
rough. That was rough. But yeah, I don't know, it's an interesting progression for this game for sure.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of have you guys seen that anime, Frieren Beyond Journey's End?
I haven't, but it looks really good.
It's so fucking good. It's incredible. But if you're not familiar with it, the basic concept of it is there's like the main character is an elf, and she's a mage, and she was a part of a legendary group of heroes who took down the Demon King. And like it starts out and it kind of shows like them all together as a party and like the kind of some of their interactions and stuff, but it like takes place in like a current day where it's beyond that. The world is at peace now, and she's kind of just wandering around like trying to learn new spells and stuff. And it's basically like, we were talking to a friend of the show, Corey, about it, and he was like, yeah, this basically just feels like an anime about New Game Plus in an RPG, where like you've mastered all your skills and you're just super overpowered, but you want to go and do all the little side quests and like get all the 100% completion. Like that's what Final Fantasy X-2 feels like. It's like the stakes are extremely low. Like, oh no, the great thing that we have to accomplish this week is that they stole our sphere. Like that mean girl stole our sphere. Like it's nice that like it's just way more mellow and just kind of like I think Corey said it best by saying it's like New Game Plus. Like it's nice.
Yeah, so we can move on from here to Macalania Woods.
Yes. To the mission, Sheeking Musicians. Sounds like Tobli's Hypello helper is looking for people to jam with. Should we give him a hand?
Yeah, I do like that description. Looking for people to jam with.
Mm-hmm.
I do like when we enter the area, we do see that Hypello doing its dance up along the walkway, doing his like little sway.
Okay, so the Hypello is up doing his little sway, doing his little dance. I'm assuming to kind of like show us where he is. And then I was like, oh, I gotta go talk to this guy. And as I approached him, he started running away. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I need to talk to you.
Why would you flag me down and then run?
Yeah, he says, hello, Gullwings. Good to see you. Which, if it was good to see us, you would have come close. You would have walked up to us and not run away.
But yeah, he asks us for a favor, and Payne says, what kind of favor?
What kind of favor? Payne's like, I'm so sick of this shit. I just want blood on my hands. I want to kill goons.
There's nothing Hypellos have for me.
And he says,
Chief's throwing a feshtibble.
A vegetable. Shinging and dancing and celebration.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeking musicians for a troupe. Yes, where could they be?
So Yuna's like, oh, you want us to help you find them? We are counting on you, Gullwings. And then we can say, sure, why not? But it's spelled like the microphones that we use. Or Shari.
Yeah, Shari.
Pretty funny. I'm like, maybe don't make fun of the people's accent directly to their face or at all. But
yeah, he gives us a letter and says, like, if you find any of the musicians that we're looking for around, show them this letter.
Basically a recruitment letter probably on behalf of Tobli.
Right.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing though, because normally in like an RPG you would get like Tobli's letter as like a key item or something, and we just don't get it. It's just like he's like, hey, give them this letter. I don't actually hand you anything.
It should be just record contract.
It's a letter of the heart. A letter of the heart and
I'm
mind.
Mr. Big. Heard your music on the
Heard your music on the college radio. I think you got what it takes to make it around here, kid. But yeah, we can take the. You can either take like the twisty, windy Macalania Woods road back, or you can take like the new shining path that we have.
Pro tip: don't take the Macalania Woods one. Because
don't take the
that
Macalania Woods.
Sucks. I learned that the hard way in chapter 1. That place fucking sucks.
Speaking of enemies, the enemies here are like they're hard enough that like constantly using prey was not enough to keep my HP up. Like the enemies would whittle me down like much faster than that.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing was just like, all right, to walk all the way back to the back of Macalania Woods and back to the front, like 3 or 4 battles, I can afford to cast Firaga for every single move.
Yeah.
So I was just like
until
level
the
3
next
magic
save
all the
sphere.
time.
Yeah.
And these enemies are like significantly stronger than any boss that we fought yet, because like any boss we fought yet has been one hit KO'd by a level 3 spell. These enemies are not. So
Right.
The amorphous blob spheromorph is like still a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Luckily, I
that
did not
thing
run into one of
sucks.
those.
I was like, maybe I'll try and kill one of them, but I like almost died to it. I was like, fuck this, I'm just running away. It's not worth it.
I also came across a potential, I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but just to get through this, I found out recently the Steam version lets you like just turn off encounters.
Oh, nice.
It does not actually affect the encounter rate on the magical path for some reason.
Really?
Weird.
I actually noticed this on like multiple versions. Like I think where like you just turn off encounters and then like it still happens on only that path. Like oh, this must be a mandatory fight. Like no, just random encounters still work on that path.
Weird.
It's so funny.
I wonder if they're like on their own. Like there must be like something in the memory that is very specific to that path.
Yeah, that's really odd. That's crazy.
But yeah, it is much quicker to just go on that path anyway. So you're likely to get into still get into less encounters that way.
Yeah, we just have to go to the. I got confused. The tree. What is it? There's the spring and then there's the pond, which I got confused because the pond is like almost
in game called a spring, and I was like, fuck.
The one with like the tree, the not huge glowing tree, the one where I think we fought Spheromorph.
The one where we fought Spheromorph in Final Fantasy X.
Where Trommel is currently, usually.
Well, usually, but not right now.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
But in this game he was. But I forgot totally where the other one was, the small one, the pond, because you almost have to leave like the woods to find it.
Mm-hmm, yeah. It's like you have to go through like the Bevel like area or something.
It's across from the campsite where we found Owaka.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very confusing. I have a better handle of it after my escapade through it last time we were in Macalania Woods, where I fucking got game over all the way when I was like right there at the end. But I didn't get as turned around this time, luckily, because I was like, no, I know I was facing this direction, so I can keep walking. After this encounter, I did not forget which direction I was going in. But yeah, it's still rough. We can get a couple of chests here. There is
I didn't get those.
You can get a silver bracer and an icy gleam, which are accessories that I did not actually look into.
I was gonna say, is the silver bracer the HP item?
I believe so.
Silver.
Yeah, but it adds ice to attack and gives you a +8 strength, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
And the silver bracer, is that what it's called?
The silver one sounds like it's just HP buff,
No,
right?
max MP 40%,
Yeah, max
which
MP.
is pretty good.
Yeah. So accessories. But yeah, we can go back to the pond area where we fought Spheramorph in Final Fantasy X, or where Trommel was in the last chapter.
Because we can, it's not the pond because we can walk on it. I think is why the pond is where I think the romantic scene with Tails was.
Well, it's that area. It's the one in the back, and Trommel's nowhere to be seen. But there is the like bird-like harpist musician is back there. Named Beira. Beira. But yeah, they're back there, and so we go up to them, and we're gonna do our entire pitch. Right.
This is the first time I think I've heard him speak. This race.
Yeah.
He has kind of a like a Native American kind of accent and the kind of way he speaks, which I guess kind of maybe is supposed to mirror his kind of his kind of like headdress and stuff.
It's like a native headdress.
Inspired design.
What business do you have with me?
We have a letter from someone named Tobli.
Do you think you can help him out?
I must speak with my friends. It is not my right to decide for them. A moment, please.
And then he starts like playing his harp, and then we get this kind of like long kind of pull out on the camera, looking over the whole forest.
Yeah, giving us the sense that like the harp's music is reaching throughout the forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he says like, "Oh, I can't hear my friends. Their minds must be closed." And Yuna's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And he says, "The spirits of my friends often become butterflies and drift through the woods." Which, like, you know, big
Whomst
movie
amongst
too.
us.
Yeah, whomst
These
amongst
fucking
us.
butterflies again.
I saw butterflies. I was like, fuck.
They're back.
He says, "If it is no trouble, why don't you seek them out and ask them yourself?" Which it is a little bit of trouble. So why don't you do a better job playing harp?
Damn.
Get good.
Get good.
There's no frets on that thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking into the voice actor right now of Beira, because I thought it might be Tom Kenny, who is in
He's everywhere.
in Final Fantasy X. But no, he was in Toy Story though as the Pizza Planet announcer. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's got some credits in some Disney movies. That's pretty good.
What, the guy behind Byra?
The guy who voices Beira.
Or Tom Kenny?
No, not Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny is making the big bucks now, voicing SpongeBob for the Super Bowl.
But we're on another butterfly hunt.
Yeah. Luckily, this time it is much less annoying.
Yeah.
We do have to search far and wide, but we are tipped off by these like floating rings of butterflies. And
Yes. I love that if you
inexplicably there's a few in this screen that like
yeah.
they
If you-
sprout smaller musicians.
Just tiny
if you-
versions, little dudes.
If you talk to Beira, he's like, "Oh yeah, we turn into these rings of butterflies. There are some around that are like our offspring or whatever." And like, yeah, and if you go and like touch them,
so they're like Koroks.
they're exactly the model of the adult ones, but scaled down to like a fifth of the size, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, they just took them in Photoshop and like locked the aspect ratio to 1:1 and then dragged the corner down to make them smaller.
It's like the Chocobo model in the travel
Yeah,
agency. It's
yeah,
just
exactly.
the same thing but smaller.
Yeah. I was a big fan of that.
Yeah, I was like, wait, so are you Drongo? Do I have to like go get more butterflies to like get more strength back?
Oh, no,
Like,
we put too few butterflies together. We got to go and get more to make.
that's what I thought was happening. Like, oh, I'll click more and then I'll come back and he'll be full size or whatever. And
Alex's name is Donga.
Drongo.
I don't know who Drongo is.
I like Drongo. Alex said Drongo, and I just fully accepted that was the fucking character's name. I was like, yeah, you know Drongo, the drum guy.
These are just some Steve Brule ass names.
They really are.
My friend Drongo.
Drongo.
And then there's a mouse one too in the same screen towards like next to like a Guado who's just hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Donga's
yeah.
the Shrek one that we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
That's right. He's the one
Who
who's
voices
always,
Dongo? Maybe it's Shrek.
He's the one that's always saying
Yeah, Mike
donkey
Myers.
and
No,
"Get
not
out of
Mike
my
Myers.
swamp."
Shrek himself.
Oh yeah, Shrek.
Donga. FF10.
Donga.
Oh my god, dude! It's Phil Proctor, the same as the voice actor for Beira.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Fuck yes. I like how I closed that tab and then went through the exact same Google chain of finding it, and then I just ended up at the exact same place. And I was like, oh, if only I'd read beyond the slash where it said he did both of theirs.
So yeah,
There's someone in this game, apparently, named Debbie Derryberry.
Oh yeah, Debbie Airberry. She's great.
Yeah, she.
I thought you were saying the person in the game was named that, and I was like, what the?
Because there's yeah, Debbie Derryberry. Her voice credit on IMDb for Final Fantasy X-2 is Faith voice, which we hear her voice in this episode. I wanted to make a point about that.
Or maybe she. Oh yeah, maybe I was thinking of something else, but she isn't not the voice of Phil, but she is the voice of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, okay, yeah. But Faith voice, and then in parentheses next to that it says as Debbie Derryberry, but her credited name in this game apparently spells Debbie wrong. If we can trust the fine folks at the internationalmoviedatabase.com. She's Jimmy Neutron, which fits because Tobli is voiced by Rob Paulson, who is obviously Carl Wheezer. Correct. Yeah,
really.
Small World. Also a voice in Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex as Coco Bandicoot. Holy shit!
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'm like starstruck.
Iconic voices in this. But yeah, so we got those small musician sprouts are not the ones we're looking for. They are not ready to be. They're not ready. They're not ripe enough to join the band.
Yeah, we got to find more butterflies for them.
But one of them we do find on the magical path, the Rainbow Road.
That's right.
Right at the intersection, I think.
Right by the Silver Bracer.
Right near the Celestial Weapons.
Right.
Yeah,
which has been turned into a Silver Bracer. Which is just as good.
But yeah, Donga's up there.
Donga.
Donga.
What can I do for you?
Donkey.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
I can help ye. If it's music that you're after, just leave it to me and the lads.
And he disappears. They get beamed out.
And then the other musician,
Pukatak, is at the pond, which the little tree, the tree pond.
Right.
Which took me forever to find because, like, if you look at Macalania Woods maps, like, it doesn't really show it.
It's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
It's like almost on the outskirts.
Yeah, and she has like I do like that she has the rhyming speech or whatever. It's very cute.
Yeah, she's got Dr. Seuss disease.
She does. She says, "Oh dear, oh my, you startled me. Whatever could the problem be?" And then Yuna asks her about the favor and gives her the letter, and she says, "No, I do not mind at all. We'll play our songs and have a ball."
It's so good. I also like when you talk to the little Pukatak. Thing she says, "Goodness gracious, what a start. You nearly stopped my little heart."
Oh no.
Little baby. Little babbles.
What if this is the rapper? Like, this is like a rap band, like a new metal band.
Yo, fuck yes.
Pukatak's on mic.
On mic and didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Much like Brandon Boyd of Incubus, famed VGM musician, because they wrote those songs for the Halo 2 soundtrack with Breaking Benjamin and Hoobastank.
Speaking of the musicians' noises, I love the little, like, I know, Breaking Benjamin and Hoobastank.
Hoobastank's got some bops.
Speaking of the musicians and the little noises they make, like, I love, like, the weird, like, it almost sounds like a weird little farty kazoo when the horns, like,
yeah.
But also I rewatched I replayed it through a bunch, and I noticed that during the scene where Yuna's dancing on the roof of the Celsius, that like monotonous like strumming and horn playing and drumming is like playing underneath the actual song.
Oh, really?
So it's like not in time at all with the music.
Amazing. They're just like when you're at like a cafe or something and there's like someone playing like guitar or something, but there's also like a drum circle guy who just has like a doombeck or something and is just playing along to it, thinking he's like, and like the songwriter singing and like smiling and acting like it's totally fine and normal, but really you can tell that they're just like, fuck you, shut the fuck up.
But we can make it back to the I think we actually were teleported right back, which is very nice.
Yeah, very nice,
to the main room. We don't think we'll find them again.
A rare bit of grace this game has given us.
Yes.
Yeah, Bear says, "My friends do not seem to object. We will help your Tobli."
Also, I just want to say, really fucking cool and solid as a band leader of Beira to be like, you know, I got to check with my band first. Not just like book the fucking gig and be like, all right. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, brother. We're playing this fucking gig because
he's got to hit up the group chat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But everything was left on unread. And I
I turn into butterflies every time I turn my Discord into do not disturb mode. You cannot reach me. I've closed my mind to you.
Yeah. So people hit me up and they're like, "Hey, have you been able to get a hold of Carl?" And I'm like, "But Carl turns into butterflies, and his soul
no one
wanders
ever
these
expects
woods."
the butterfly.
Before you talk to Byra, you can talk to the musicians.
That's true.
I do like that Pukatak does say, "Knowing we'll be soon united has me feeling so excited."
I like that. It's very cute.
We get a haste bangle.
Yeah, which I was very excited about, and then I realized that it's not as useful as I was expecting it to be. It is. It gives you haste when you're in like SOS. I'm pretty sure.
SOS haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Bayra says yes. It will be a brilliant finale for our doomed kind.
Oh no!
And Yuna's like,
yeah.
"Oh,
I was just like, wait, what happened?
What?
What's
Wait,
that?
what? Pukatak says, "If only all the faith had stayed, the woods would never ever fade." And then Donga says, "But it looks like we'll be meeting our end someday soon." And then, like, as soon as he says that, the fucking
guitar riff,
mission
baby.
complete guitar riff comes in. Yeah,
It's extremely
we're all
funny
going
as
to
well.
die soon.
We're all going to die, and Yuna, it's essentially your fault.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, the faith is no more. So they have I think the musicians are dying out.
Yeah. Well, the woods, the Macalania Woods are fading, and they are like intrinsically linked to the woods.
Without the faith, there are no sick riffs.
I'm glad that I used the word intrinsically correctly.
Nice.
Because I was like, that
you.
sounds like a word that I would just say and not fully understand the meaning of, and I might be thinking of another word, but...
I've been doing that a lot recently myself.
I do that
Probably
so
within
much.
this very episode. See if you can
do not correct us. We don't give a
See
shit.
if you can find a place where I've done it.
So they play faith music.
Yeah, they play faith music.
Yeah, they play George Michael
yeah.
covers. They play Limp Bizkit covers.
They're a Christian band.
They're essentially a Christian band, yeah.
Christian ska band.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking.
Oh, apparently you can talk to the little Pukatak before you talk to Byra, and he says, "As much as I would like to know what the fuss is, can I go?"
Yeah, you can go, little buddy. Go have fun.
Oh, as much as I would like to know what all the fuss is, can I go? Okay, that's
Nice.
the rhyme.
Yeah, you gotta get the right rhythm.
The woods had never lost their glow until one day 2 years ago. Yuna, you fucking asshole. Yeah, no more woods means no more us, says Donga. And Bayra says something extremely bleak. If we don't, we also get prompted to go right back to the Celsius, but I decided I wanted to talk to them a little more. And Bayra says, "An unseen, quiet destruction slowly descends upon all of us."
Ooh, that's
like,
dark. I like it.
But yeah, if we go back and talk to the Hypello as well.
Yeah.
Says, Thank you for finding the troop. Here is your present for you. And you scored the Bitter Farewell Garment Grid.
Aw. Oh yeah, what's that one look like?
It's got like a cat type of monster on it. It's not like a coral or whatever it's called.
What is what's the grid called?
The Bitter Farewell, and it allows us to use. Maybe it is a coral actually, because
it is coral.
It lets us use death and doom. It doesn't quite look like it in the picture that I'm looking at, but it also allows us to do death proof, doom proof, death touch, and doom touch if we go around the grid. So that seems like a pretty good one. I don't know how useful death.
That seems actually useful, like for a later thing coming up, because I got death.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
by a coral not long after this.
Yeah, that was my big reason for hating the next part, was just the fucking corals.
Speaking of which, I did not do the next part. So,
you son of a bitch.
I know, I'm so sorry.
No,
so I'm going to kind of let you all just kind of take me through
I
it. Tell me about
as well. Yeah, sure. But yeah, we can be back on the Celsius. We can talk to Riku, and she says, "I'm glad we found the musicians, but what's this doomed business about?" And Payne says something that I think is true. It is a little harsh. She says, "It's their fate. That means it's their choice." She's basically like, "Yeah, Yuna, you doomed them by all the shit that you did last time, because all actions will have consequences no matter how good they are. But yeah, it's actually on them that they're gonna die because it's their choice."
You know what? Maybe they should have gotten good. I'm just saying.
True, skill issue.
That's right.
But yeah, the next mission that we can do.
I mean, consider the skill of every human being that's ever lived, and you and I are alive right now, and most of them are not. So
it's true. The But yeah, the mission brief is Klasko making his move. We let Klasko on the airship, but he seems eager to move on. Should we let him off? We can go to the Calmlands, and we're instantly thrown into a cutscene where it's just Klasko kind of looking over the
Klasko,
entrance.
we just stopped. You had to use the bathroom like 30 minutes ago.
We just let you in. But yeah, he's kind of just looking over the precipice onto the Calmlands, and he says, "This is it. Something tells me this is where I'll find
This is the moment. Maybe I'll tell my little chocobos.
I'll whisper it to my chocobos. Oh, well, the wine talks. Something tells me this is where I'll find my calling. I am in your debt, Lady Yuna." And then he just starts fucking running, and it's very funny.
I love how far away this cut is, because I'm imagining this like playing on the PS2, and I'm like, is he there? Like, it's like a little speck just running across the field alone.
I see him. Yeah.
It's really good, and it hovers on him running for a long time. Like, it is really it's got like a similar energy to like Forrest Gump running. Shows just how his like posture when he's running.
Coming.
I'm chosen one. I'm coming. But yeah, then we get a prompt that just says it shows.
We see him disappear into the battle arena area.
Yeah, the monster
and the
arena.
camera holds, and you say follow him, and you say yes or no. But if you say yes, the camera stays still, but the party just teleports like to the very far away also.
Yeah, like it's Pain, Riku, and Yuna just running in the same direction. And then we're at the monster arena, and Klasko is like freaking the fuck out at the monster arena. He goes, "Oh no, what am I supposed to do? I was sure this would be the perfect spot, but it's infested with fiends." And Pain's just like, "Oh god, I get the feeling he wants something." And he says, like, "If only there weren't any fiends here. Arg, I'm so close, so close." And we get the option to help Klasko with his fiend problem. We can say sure, why not, or we can say not right now.
Of course we did.
But of course we're going to say yes. And then we're inside the monster arena, which I don't think we got to go into this area
No.
It was blocked off by like the merchant there.
Yeah, I like that this kind of is implying that this is like where he kept all the monsters.
Yeah, this is where fucking Penance lived last game until we had to fucking fight him.
This is first of all, this is where Nemesis lived.
Oh yeah, true, fair, whatever. Yeah. I didn't do those fucking fights. I bailed on those fights 80 hours into just the post-game shit, and I was like, I can't fucking do this, I'm done.
What is that? Penance comes from the clouds, ?
Yeah, true. He's cloud busting. Like,
that's right.
It's where all those 100 dingoes used to live before I just slaughtered them using my turbo button.
Yeah.
This is where all the goddamn fucking Wendigos were, or whatever, that I had to fucking get the
farm
orbs
strength
from.
Spheres and shit.
Yeah, goddamn. I fucking hate myself, but I missed that.
Like exploiting
so
all the different like ATB like the different kind of like charge methods where you can like. I forget how it worked.
If it wasn't for like the show, like, and I got to do that at like a much less rapid pace of freaking out, being like, I'm not going to have enough time to do this for the show, it would have been so much more enjoyable. I think one day I would like to do all of that shit, but who knows?
Anyway. I do have a fond memory of fighting Penance throughout a Resident Evil movie. No, I trained for it on the porch, and that during a summer day, I like spent like 10 hours outside doing it. And then
the
me and my
porch was
roommate were like,
practice.
"Yo, do you
Resident
want to
Evil
watch
was
the
playoffs."
first Resident Evil movie?" And I was like, "Let's do it." And I sat down and started the fight with Penance at the beginning of the movie, and then like finished by the end of the movie. And I was like, "God damn!"
That's exactly how Nomura wanted you to do it. So
yeah. And then people kept being like, "Why did it take you so long? You just select like skill and then quick hit." And I was like, "Yeah, but quick hit's all the way at the bottom of the menu." And they were like, "You can rearrange the skills, right?" And I was like, "What?"
You're like, "Well, I just logged 200 fucking hours into Final Fantasy X over the course of this entire summer, but no, I am just learning that now when I no longer need that skill. When that skill will no longer save me all kinds of time." Anyway,
and I learned how to rearrange as soon as I found out about chocobo hunting. Like, I need those greens at the top of the menu. Damn it.
Yeah, I need those. Yeah. I need those.
And then for fun,
too.
I just go to like fight Jekt, and I do 99,999 damage to him. Get
Hell
fucked.
Yeah. God, Final Fantasy X is a good game. But we get the mission for clean sweep, exterminate the fiends that have taken up residence in the ruins, leave no fiend unslain. So I feel like Pain would probably be into this mission because she's like, at least I get to kill shit. But yeah, we got to wipe out all of the fiends. And the way that this works is we get some prompts if we fail a couple of times. There's like a bunch of different like pens, I guess. It almost looks like the Weezer logo, but instead of only 2 things, it's like 5 on each side.
Weezer has a logo?
Yeah, it's like the stupid... It kind of looks like the WWF, but like mirrored.
I guess that is the Weezer logo.
Yeah, so like each side of it, there's like 5 or so, maybe it's 6, I can't remember, but there's like little like pens basically where there's a bunch of fiends in them. And then there's like a ramp going up in the center that has like another 5 or whatever it is. And the basic premise of it is there's some fiends that are just an illusion, which is not explained to you at all. It's just like go and slay all the fiends, and I'm like,
well, for me it was until you like interacted with a few of them. It tells you,
yeah, it tells you when you fail a bunch of times, and they all just disappear. But I thought you would just have to go down the line and fight like all like 15 of them or whatever. But what it is, if you go into one that's an illusion, it will just disappear. And the fake ones are all looking in the direction of the real fiend. So there's like one real fiend, and you need to just kind of track them down.
They tell you that eventually, and I think after a while they say, oh yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell which way they're facing. They literally just put a red arrow above.
A giant fucking crazy taxi arrow above it, like a GTA arrow above their heads to show you where to go.
They're all facing the right direction.
Yeah,
like
and there are some fiends like the elementals that are just kind of floating there. You're like, I don't know what fucking direction this thing's looking at, which is why they have the arrow as well.
It is extra confusing when it is the one that is the real one is pointing. Like
they're just like 2 of them are looking directly at each other, and you're like,
or like they're pointing the same direction, but because it is like the end of a row, like I guess the one that's pointing to the wall is just the correct fiend I'm supposed to fight.
Yeah. So I think we have to kill 5 fiends this way, and if you do enough of the like fail conditions, they all kind of disappear, and you have to like start over. But not start over from 5. Like once you kill one, it's dead forever, and that persists through a save file. Because I got a game over at one point, and I had to
game over as well.
I had to go through and do like 2 of the fiends again, and I was like, "Fuck! Does that just mean like it started over again, and they didn't have the arrows above their heads?" So I was like, "Does that just mean that I like have to do all 5 again?" And it's like, "No, you still." I was like, "Cool, I didn't lose any progress."
Yeah, I was trying to get through, and I even had the like supercharged cheat on, which just makes like the your party's like health like replenish really fast.
Nice.
And I still gamed over because there's these like super corals that like have like a
queen corals. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like cast like a death spell on my party. And I just could not keep them alive long enough. It was rough, but yeah, there's mostly corals. There's those big crabs. I forgot what those are called. They're huge this time, right? They're like they're like twice as big. Yeah, they're like taller than our party members now.
Okay,
pretty impressive.
Yeah,
they also appear in the Thunder Plains now too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then there's the icy looking elementals, I think.
Yeah.
There's also the skinks, which are like the stink lizards.
Oh yeah, the little skinny lizards.
The ones that Tidus is good at killing.
Yeah, the ones that we fought pretty early on in 10. Yeah. I'm also, it's at one point they call the fiends illusionary, and I was like, that's an interesting word, because I know illusory from Dark Souls, and friend of the show, Illusory Wall. But illusory means based on illusions or not real, so I think that would be the correct one to do. Me talking about how I always use the wrong words, and now I'm like, actually game.
Illusionary wall.
Illusionary wall, yeah, exactly. So that is an adjective of pertaining to or characterized by illusions, deceptive, misleading. So I don't know.
Like alluding.
I will be pointing out an incorrect word usage momentarily. So just
yes, please do.
But so after we kill our 5 real fiends, we get a little prompt that says that should do it, right? And then we go to the front, and Classico is rearing in like a panic because there's like one little like last room that's towards the entrance that there's, I think, like a bunch of blue elementals hanging out
there's
in.
one of the blue elemental things just chilling there, and we just when you talk to Clasco, he says, "This is the last fiend left. What should I do, Lady Yuna?" And then we just run into the fight and get into it. And it's really funny because like there's actually a cutscene of getting into it of all of our characters just jumping directly into the fiend and then
jumping
like
onto them.
Yeah, like
almost.
jumping onto it and then like the shattered glass thing of like the battle starting. That's very funny. And this fight fucked me up.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They're doozies.
Yeah, because one of them is oversold, and they'll just be rattling off. Like, they'll be buffing their magic each time. And, like, normally if I was fighting these things just out in the wild, I would be able to just rattle off, like, one, like, level 3 spell and, like, kill most of them. So I was like, oh, I'll do that, and I'll use Pain and Riku to kind of do mental break on the big one, so that way I can maximize the damage on that. And it was like, they were all rattling off, like, Blizzaga or whatever it is that they use, and it was just like full party wipe. And I was like, shit, I had to retry this like a couple of times. And then I was just like, okay, I just need to kill the other ones as fast as possible so I'm not just constantly juggling Phoenix downs.
Right.
I think I had a Mega Phoenix, but I'm very much in Elixir mode of being like, I cannot use these unless I need to, and I don't need to use them yet.
But yeah.
So then what happens?
So we cleared out the whole pen.
The whole hole.
The whole pen.
The whole pen.
Oh, thank you so much. At last, my dream can come true.
What dream?
I'm going to start a chocobo ranch. No one will bother me here. I can finally raise chocobos in peace.
And Yuna's just like very kind of like non-committally says, good luck.
Good
and
luck.
Then they just turn around and walk away.
And then Clasco says, oh no, I can't raise anything without a chocobo. And Bane just says, you've got your work cut out for you. And then it says mission complete as he's like freaking the fuck out.
And then we can like decide if we want to go catch chocobos, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is, and after that we do get like the mission complete screen. We get like the end of battle screen, and we can get some dragon scales and water gems from it. But more importantly, we get the Alchemist Dress Sphere and the High Road Winds Garment Grid.
The Alchemist Dress Sphere is fucking incredible.
I'm excited to play around with it.
This is basically Riku's like mix, but as like a full like job, right?
Yeah.
And one of the cheapest things to mix is the most powerful thing in the fucking game and will take you all the way to the end game. Like
that fucking rocks.
Like Chapter 5 super boss is necessary.
Nice. Do you want to speak on that a little, or should we save that?
It depends. I haven't got it myself yet.
Okay.
So I can do it from memory, or we can do it next time when I have a little bit more experience with it.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm looking at the dress spheres now, like the costume design, and they all just have gigantic fucking guns, which rocks.
Yeah.
When I think of
look like
Alchemists,
Warhammer guns, right?
Yes.
Warhammer 40K guns.
Yeah, they're fucking EDF guns. Like.
Well, shit. You know what? If we're talking about it, let's just do it now then.
All right.
Yeah. So this is a really, really good dress sphere. Like I said, it looks fucking cool as hell. They have like the colored armor and like goggles on and these like SMGs or whatever. Like
it has kind of the asymmetrical design like the gunner like outfit, but kind of even like heavy armor version of that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Riku's design on it, and she almost looks like Samus armor, like not quite as bulky and football patty, but her pauldrons sort of look like Samus's pauldrons, which are really cool.
Yeah, even her leggings have the Zero Suit color.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an homage to that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
The animations for the dress sphere are really good too, where like it seems like the guns have a lot of weight. Like when I think it's when Pain shoots the gun, she has
a huge gun.
She has a huge gun. She like puts it on her back, but then has to do like an additional little like to hike it up onto her shoulder because it's so heavy.
Fucking rad.
It's really cool. But the hint here that you can pretty much just like put away all other healing dress spheres for the rest of the game is that a potion and a high potion make a fucking mega potion. So like for just like the two cheapest items, you get free 2,000 HP healing for every single character.
Yeah, it's just science.
Just science.
So
basic
Mega
science.
Potion does that for the whole party?
It does it for the whole party. Yep.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah,
I just
like
bought
really
a bunch of fucking high potions and potions from Awaka, so that's
if only there was somebody we needed to buy a bunch of merch from. Yeah.
Fuck yes. Yes. Every FNFF, the Sad Vegeta t-shirt. Sad Vegeta / Bulma t-shirt.
That's right.
Oh my god, they look even more insane in the concept art, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, like they're designing different pauldrons for Yuna. Like they've made her outfit look even more heavy duty.
Fuck yes.
that designer who we talk about who loves armor and beasts probably would have loved this one, but they kind of look like they toned it back to make it more sleek. But yeah, I'm excited to mess around with this because mix was like some of my favorite things to do in 10.
Yeah, same. It's such a fun mechanic. Again, just the battle system in this game is so fucking good.
Really
There's
good.
so much you can do, and it's just
such a good use of like, I have like so many items I just don't really, they're not like worth selling or like,
Yes,
just give us a
yes.
fucking Final Fantasy X-3 where it's like Final Fantasy 13-1 levels of complexity to boss battles, but with this battle system.
Yeah.
Now that we've unlocked chocobo raising now.
Yeah.
And even says from now on you'll be able to capture chocobos during battle. Talk to Clasco for more details.
Yeah, and then you can talk to Clasco, and he gives you very, very sparse details about it. He says, all you have to do is catch the chocobos. I'll handle the rest, Lady Una. It's like, isn't that the main fucking part?
Also,
all you have to do is all the work, and I'll handle the rest.
Well, he keeps going on about like how to
it's true.
capture them and stuff.
Yeah, he says, when you catch one, I'll have it brought here so you won't have to worry about a thing. Oh, and did you know that once you've caught a chocobo, you can send it out to search for items? Well, for now, just take this. Chocobos love this stuff. Gives us a bunch of Geishal greens. Gashal greens.
As I think Fang pronounced it.
Which is like 21 or something, I think, is a bunch of those. One whiff of this and the chocobos calm right down. Once a chocobo is alone in battle, just give it some of these greens and that chocobo will be as good as ours. Giving a chocobo these greens while fiends are still around will calm it down for a little. Oh, and these might come in handy too. Take some, Lady Una. And he gives us some Pasana greens. Come back later and I should have more greens for you, okay? Drop in now and then. So I guess he actually does help us. He gives us all the greens that we need for it. So I retract my judging of him.
There's like a whole tutorial menu if you talk to him again, if you want to like look,
yeah, and I was like, I don't have
real
time for this shit. I'll look at this later.
I was just gonna say earlier when he says catch the chocobos, I'll take care of the rest. Warning: he does not take care of the rest. It will once again be our job to like make them go do things.
He's a landlord, basically.
Yeah, we should give him
landlord.
tips on top of the ever increasing price of rent. I do want to say, did we talk about this a little bit last time when we're in the bar when Clasco is still on the ship with Callie and the chocobo? He's just kind of running around. He says,
he's like,
you're
"Oh,
a good
you're a
boy,
good boy."
aren't you? Good boy. But when
Oh,
you talk to
yeah.
Callie, she's just talking about how she fucking hates him.
Really?
Everyone's always dunking on Clasco, and I love it. Yeah. You talk to Callie, and she says, no choco problems to report. And then if you talk to her again, she says, people used to hate Machina, but now those same people swear by it. I don't get it. And says, pertinent to this podcast, I suppose one of these days we'll all be traveling on airships. But then the last thing that she says is, I love chocobos, I really do, but people who love only chocobos are kind of scary. as he's just running around being like, oh, I love you, chocobo, oh, he's a good boy.
He's like a crazy cat. Yeah.
True. At the same time, being a crazy cat person is correct and the best way to live your life.
So the thing I wanted to say earlier about incorrect word usage, and who am I to judge, right? I use the incorrect word all the time. But I'm reading the Steam 100% guide or whatever, and it explains in the guide that the way to catch a chocobo is to get into a battle with a chocobo, then breed them with the Gashal Green.
I was wondering about that.
That's not what breed means.
That is not what breed means.
You should goon them with.
You got to goon them.
You got to goon them with it.
I was very confused by that. I was like, maybe that'll make sense when I do that, but I have yet to catch a chocobo, because this is where the point of the podcast where I have stopped doing the homework. I ran around the Calmlands a little bit when we started recording, and I was like, how hard could it be to catch a chocobo? And the first fucking battle I got in with the chocobo had a coral in it that immediately killed the party member that was about to feed the chocobo the greens, and I was like, fuck this game, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done for this week.
F that. Blech. But just FYI, there is another percentage here. I don't know if you have the script open because I do not have screenshots of it. But there is another percent that you can get by going to the travel agency and speaking to is it Leanne and Aid are here?
Yeah. Leon and Aid.
The two Ronso that are missing
Leon
from Mount
and Aid.
Gagazet, we actually find them here.
Oh, nice, cool.
Accidentally on another playthrough on the PS, because I actually did not interact with Gagazet yet. This is actually where he like learn about like, oh, how's like Yuna will actually like ask like, oh, how's Kamari and stuff, and they'll actually kind of fill us in on the stuff that we missed.
That's really
the
cool.
first time. Where it's like, oh yeah, he's like not really like feeling great about himself. Like we think we want to like help get his confidence back, so we're gonna like try to figure out where his horn is and stuff like that.
Yeah, they left looking for his horn.
Oh yeah,
It's
they're
very
looking
cute.
for his horn. That's right.
So the scene's completely different if you haven't gone to Gogazet yet.
Okay.
That's so cool. I really do like the attention to detail that they put into this game of being like, well, there's a lot of shit to do and it's very open-ended, so you could easily miss some stuff. But
That is crazy. That's
we'll
crazy how
also,
much there is.
we'll give you the gun mage sphere if you don't talk to Tobli until this time. Like, you'll lose out on the maximized profits, but I think that's really fun. I like that kind of design element.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh yeah, so we go to the place where we enlisted, where we offered to help get this guy a suitor. And he actually, if you talk to his dad, he's like, "Oh, hey, his rating is up 100%, or like up to like a certain number." Like, I don't know what that means, but keep up the good work. It's like, but if you walk a little bit to the right, like there you see two Ronso like looking in the pen where the single guy is for some reason. They're like kind of adolescent, Ronso.
Hi, Summoner Yuna. I am Leon Ronso. We have not met.
Nice to meet you, Leon. And this is?
Aid Ronso.
Hello, Aid.
We are happy to meet you. Leon and Aid hear many stories of Lady Yuna. Elder Kimari tells of your journey together. But please, do not speak to Elder of meeting Leon and Aid today.
So they're like, don't tell Kamari we're here.
Don't tell her, Dad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why not? It's like, oh, you must be the two kids that left Mount Gogazet, right? Kamari's really worried. Should we take them back? And like as soon as Yuna says yes, they've already like run off. It's like, wow, they're fast.
Yeah. So that's our first in a series of meeting them.
So I'm guess we're gonna like bump into them along the way.
Yeah.
And just kind of check in on like how their horn hunt is.
Yeah.
Getting horned.
Getting horned up. And that is all for today, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we can catch a chocobo. I think there might be some more stuff that you can do with the chocobo on the 100% guide, but it's not much. It's like another couple of sentences. Like,
yeah, I caught one chocobo and then went back to kind of figure out like, oh yeah, how does this work? You can like, I fed them some greens to make sure they're hungry, and then sent one off to Beast Island because I figure they won't get completely destroyed if they go out there, and just see what happens.
Right.
I wish it was a little more visual, because these old games are kind of everything is through just text, a text menu. And yeah, I guess we'll see how that works coming up. I'm not sure if that's involved, but because we got it, we got a chocobo. We do on the Steam. You do get an achievement for getting a chocobo before
the tricky trapper.
Yeah, before the end of chapter 3, I think is what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
So
cool.
Head of the curve on that achievement.
This week was a lot of what I would call like handy type scenarios where it's like sweet, but there's really nothing on the inside. You know what I mean? There's no like.
Well, we've been dodging the hot spots, and now we have to go get some costumes. Right?
It's time to go to some hot
baby.
spots.
It's time to goon up.
That's right. So next week we're gonna like dive into some actual gameplay.
LeBlanc's blood will be on my hands tonight.
We are going to go to Xanarkand and make a bunch of monkeys fuck. So that'll be cool.
Monkey Goonin next week. Let's go.
That's right. Yeah. And then we're going to go to Jose Temple, Beacon El Desert, and importantly, Mount Gogazet, where I'm sure we will have a couple things to say about the scenes there.
I have never had a bad time on Mount Gogazet, so I'm excited about it.
I wouldn't say it's a bad time, but it's gonna test what your opinion of the anime beach episode is, I suppose.
Oh, well, spoiler for next week. I fucking think every TV show should have a beach episode because that's always the best episode of any anime.
I'm gonna have to politely disagree.
You motherfucker.
It reminds me of someone I overheard like what genre is there any games like Yakuza, like the new Yakuza games, which like are like such a weird like eclectic mix of like just goofy side missions and RPG elements, and I'm thinking like I think 10-2 is the closest we can kind of come to that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like the instead of it being a Metroidvania, it is a Yakuza like.
You know what? Let me offer this. Instead of a beach episode, every anime and video game should have what I will call
beach episodes.
No, what I'm going to call a elevator episode that's based around the episode of Nichijou, the anime, where they're trapped in an elevator the entire episode and no one says anything. It's like completely mute, and they're just like, and the camera's just slowly panning between them all as they're like getting really desperate but too afraid to say anything out loud, and it's like very like odd and uncomfortable.
That does sound good.
It's real good. But yeah, we'll go up to a God Gazette next episode, and that'll get us pretty close to finishing up Chapter 2 and getting some real crazy revelations and exciting things that are going to happen when we do the episode after that.
Thicken this plot.
Yes.
Yeah, we're about to get plotty.
Throwing a little cornstarch into it, thicken it up.
That's right.
Make a roux.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of excited because like the next episode is pretty fun because we're going around, we're doing a lot of plot, getting the outfits or whatever to be able to get into Chateau LeBlanc. And then the episode after that is going to be like one for the ages. So I'm like pretty excited about that. It's like maybe the part I remember the most about playing Final Fantasy X-2 from when I was younger.
Sweet. Exciting. Exciting times ahead.
Yep. Yeah. So is there anything else you would all like to say about the stuff in this episode?
No, not really. Alex is posting the alchemist victory pose of pain,
Yeah,
which is
isn't that
very good. Big
Yeah,
gun.
hefty
Big gun. Some slight tasteful jiggle physics as well.
Yeah, on the gun.
Yeah, on the gun.
The gun has jiggle physics.
Y'all got anything you want to promote? Anything coming up?
I don't think so, no.
I still have a show coming up on March 9th. If you all would like to come to that in Falls Church, Virginia.
Yeah.
I have flyers and stuff up on my Twitter, on my Instagram. Zaku's Instagram has a flyer if you need more information about that. I've
Go watch Zaku on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I just watched the MagFest video and like because I tuned in like halfway through. I'm like, oh shit, the game! No, oh shit, the Zaku
I forgot
show.
about the game.
Oh my god, I forgot about the game.
It rules. It's sounds great.
Thank you.
The covers y'all played were so tight.
I was surprised that anybody knew those covers because they're like obscure Sega arcade game covers, but.
It is MagFest. That's the perfect place to have
That's true.
obscure music that people will absolutely recognize.
Also, I know that Carl, you've been streaming recently, doing some. I mean, you're always streaming.
Been doing some streaming.
Granny.
Yeah, ugh, dude, Granny is so fucking good.
Any relation to the Grannies, the sphere hunting group?
Oh my god, maybe.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe that's
I
the
really
origin
hope they
story.
come back.
Hell yeah.
I forgot about them.
But yeah, Curtis, you were saying you were streaming some Final Fantasy 2?
I've been speedrunning Final Fantasy 2. So
Hell yeah. Pixel remaster, right?
Yeah, that's right. It is surprisingly short. Like when you're speedrunning it. So I got a sub 3 yesterday, and the world
Sub 3
record is
minutes,
on the
wow.
cusp of like sub 2. And so
Nice.
what took us like a year to go through on a podcast, you can actually get through it in about 2 hours.
Pretty crazy.
Insane. So come hang out
Amazing
there.
what
if
we
you
can
like
do
to.
with computers these days.
Yep. And that's all I got.
Yeah, no, I've just been doing some streaming. I've been playing this dumb horror game that I've been wanting to play for like years now called Granny, which is really, really fun. I will probably be playing that pretty regularly on my stream when I get bored of doing speedruns and I need to kill time for like 45 minutes. I've also got the dumb idea that maybe I'll do an all-ending speedrun of the game where you just go through and do all 3 of the endings, so you have to play through it 3 times because it's fucking so much fun.
It looks totally demented. I love it.
Yeah, it's really it's very. It starts out and you're like very afraid when you're playing it, but then you like realize how the game works and it's no longer scary and it's just extremely fun. But I also did the Dark Souls run at MagFest, which I don't think it's at the time of recording this. It's not on YouTube yet. I think it is on the Twitch VODs of MagFest. So like MagFest, but going fest, which you can check out. That was a lot of fun. It was really cool. And I don't know. I'm gonna try and do more in-person events with speedrunning if possible. I'm gonna just send in submissions for any of them coming up, but if I get in, you guys will be the first to know, or you can check in Discord. I'm sure I'll be talking about it there. But yeah, I don't know, just come hang out my stream if you want. If you're into that kind of thing, it's always a lot of fun there.
And for me, you can just look at my Discord stats and see when I'm playing Persona 3 Reload,
Hell
which
yeah.
has been a lot lately.
Nice.
Alex, would you like to set your soul adrift and become blue butterflies that search through these woods?
Oh, if only. That'd be so nice. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Noriko and Matsuda, and Takahito Oguchi for the game music. Be sure to rate and review, subscribe to us wherever you're listening to us. And you can find us at EveryFNFF on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, and hop in our Discord to continue bothering us or helping me find a save file, which was really helpful. Thank you to...
I like the idea to continue bothering us.
Thank you to Dallas for hooking me up with a save file so I can catch up on Steam. The novelty of playing on the PS2 has worn off.
Also, no one ever actually bothers us on Discord. We have a very wholesome and good Discord that it's fun to be a part of.
Very chill.
Yeah, it rocks.
But yeah, we'll be back next week. It will be a brilliant podcast for our doomed kind.
All right. Well, have a good one, y'all.
Toodaloo.
Bye. I went to the homepage. I almost said that so fucking Delco. I almost went to the homepage of and it is your connection to this site is not secure. I want to see when the certificate expired. This is absolutely fucking insane.
Okay, so you can in fact change it to 1 cent.
And then it's $10 to ship it.
I feel like for well, I mean, this is a really good way to get your credit card information stolen, but maybe I can maybe I can buy like a Visa gift card or something and use that on the site and try and buy just all of these shirts for combined $2.50 with free shipping.
I was gonna say
a disposable card or something.
Dude, yeah. So like enter the 1 cent or whatever, and then buy like 100 of them. It just like costs the fucking shipper tons of money.
If we're ever at any conventions or anything, or like get any panels or anything, we just give them out as gifts. It's just the Bulma smoking a cig at Vegeta's grave.
Oh my gosh, that's yeah. I can order 100 of sad Vegeta and Bulma for $11.
I mean, do you think Vegeta's honestly sad? I don't think that really lines up with Dragon Ball Z canon, because if Vegeta's dead and in a grave, he is either in hell, where he would get to fight Cell and Frieza for all eternity, which he would love to just kill Frieza over and over again, probably, or he'd be in heaven or whatever, hanging out on like King Kai's planet with Goku and like eating a bunch of good food and hanging out with Bubbles the monkey. So I think either way, like sure, he'd be sad and he misses Bulma, but I mean, they can fucking wish him back with the Dragon Balls. It's not that sad. I don't mean to, poke holes in the airtight plot of this fucking weird scam T-shirt that we found, but that's what I'm here for.
I think it really speaks volumes about Sid standing in the Thunder Plains in the rain.